season in the manner that it deserves, in the manner the guys that are going out, the graduating seniors, that they deserve to go out as winners, okay? I want to echo Nina's comments on the current staff here. Trooper Taylor and the rest of the guys I had a chance to meet with yesterday, a phenomenal job. And many of those guys are in a level of uncertainty that they don't deserve, to be quite honest. And we understand that. As coaches in this profession, we all sign up for it. But that doesn't make them great teachers, doesn't make them great men, and doesn't make them great mentors. And I look forward to meeting with those guys one-on-one and assessing their potential for a future here at Duke as we get down the road. Certainly from a recruiting standpoint, we're in an era where time is of the essence. We believe it's an outstanding recruiting class that we need to finish and get across the line here at Duke. Signing day is a week from Wednesday, and we all know the reality of the portal. We are not here to tear down what's been done, but at the same time, we're not here to sustain what's been done. Okay, the growth that's happened in the past year, we've got to continue to grow on that. And to do that, we've got to be active. We've got to make sure that we are selective. We pick the right type of people in the portal that can help us win, okay, because we're trying to build off what's happened and get right into it. And that'll be, again, one of the most urgent and elite topics that we've got to attack. From a field standpoint, defensively, you know, and again, I've got to take a pause right here. When think about defense, I've got to thank first the players who I had a chance to say goodbye to Thursday night at Penn State. Those people, those young men, the opportunity to mentor them the last 2 years. And as a teacher, anyone who teaches knows you get taught by the young men is the same way that you teach them. And they taught me so much. They aspired to be great. They viewed pressure as a privilege. They made it their abject purpose to be the #1 defense in the country. And that's a big statement, but somebody's got to finish first. And someone's got to come in first, right? And they decided to want to be them, so I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for the defensive staff that we had there. When you talk about alignment wins, if there is a coaching staff in the country that had more fun than us this past year, I'd love to see it. It's almost to the point where it shouldn't even be allowed. But some great men in that room, and I think the players picked up on that. As I forever believe that alignment and chemistry wins. And then again, a thank you to James Franklin for bringing me to Penn State, letting me get a feel for what that culture was, what it meant to be a part of the tradition of that program, and again, to allow us to have the success that we had defensively the last couple of years. But to that point, if we're talking about defense, we're talking about attack. We're talking about aggression. You know, to me, the point is to get the other people to mess up, to try to force mistakes, to get them to lose football games. And we know what does that. Turnovers, the surest indicator of winning and losing. How do turnovers happen? Turnovers happen the most in long yard situations. How do you create long yard situations? You got to create negative plays. That's the avenue for playing great defense. That's what we were able to accomplish this past year. The reverse is true on offense. So in offense, you've got to create explosive plays. After turnovers, it's explosive plays. So again, as our offensive identity, we want to be explosive. We want to be able to push the ball down the field. We got to see playmakers. We've got to be quarterback friendly. So overall, you see a team that you want to watch us play. You want to see the passion that we play with. We should look like we're the most excited team to play. And part of that, guys, that's how we practice out there. We got to practice with passion. We got to have fun playing football. There's a lot of stuff in college football that's not always fun, but Saturdays, that's special. And when people come to watch us play, we for sure have to look like we're the ones having more fun than anybody else, to the point where they almost think we're a little deranged. Because you know what, you guys know Feely, we probably are a little deranged, okay? We got to show toughness, great toughness, and again, that's not just physical toughness in this game. To me, that's mental toughness. You want to root for a team that's resilient. You want to root for a team that's never out of the fight. You want to root for a team that never gives up. It is hard to beat relentless, okay? And then you want to root for a team that when the best is required, they step up, competitive excellence. And that's what's going to define us, and that's who we want to be. So we put those things together, okay? We're true to who we say we are, okay? We feel good about who we are, we're aligned, and you got a bunch of guys that trust each other, and that's when you play fast. And that ultimately is our goal as a coach. So to me, I'm humbled, hopefully, to be the next part of There's Something About Duke. And with that, I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here today to address you. And at this point, we will open up for Q&A.